Studies have shown that at-risk youth who meet weekly with mentors are 52% less likely than their peers to miss a day of school, 46% less likely to start using illegal drugs, and 27% less likely to start drinking.
Aurora Youth Options is a program that connects City of Aurora middle and high school youth with resources in the community, as well as match them with mentors. Here to tell us more about the Mentor Program and from the Mentor Program is Mentor Program Coordinator Ken Brerman. So glad to have you here, as well as Mentor Marcy Myers. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And Ken, I'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about what the Mentor Program is all about, in a nutshell, if you will.
Well, the nutshell, it's just about getting caring adults hooked up with kids. We know that little bit of time that a mentor might spend with a youth doesn't necessarily have to be something special. It just needs that time and having someone to talk to.
Okay.
So.
And there are several mentors that are needed. Why is that? There's a large number.
Well, we're actually just matched up with one youth, and there's a lot of youth in the city that are in need.
That really needs some help.
I've read that more than 160 youth are actually still waiting for mentors.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's a lot. Marcy, what is the most rewarding thing about being a mentor? I know you said you've only been doing this about a year. Obviously, you're getting something really special out of it, but tell us about your experience.
I think the most rewarding thing is to actually see them change. And it's not about, you know, spending money or doing things. It's really just about the relationship, and not even having to be a family member, but, you know, just some feedback for them.
And sometimes it's better when you're not a family member, and that's what mentoring is all about, is sort of being somebody on the outside as a good influence.
Yeah.
And Ken, what kind of I guess ongoing support does the Mentor Program offer?
We offer ongoing support in the form of coaching each month. We're always there, just a phone call away to offer that coaching, because it can come up at almost, many different times when you're working with a youth. And so ongoing coaching, we have trainings every month that you can be a part of. So social events where mentors get together at local restaurants, or brown bag dinners where we get together at our facilities and really just have some time to talk about what it's like being matched up and working through some of the struggles you come along as you're going.
And I'm sure there's struggles as a mentor too. Marcy, were there some fears that you had to overcome kind of moving into this industry?
There was. I work with people that are already in trouble. Okay. So it's kind of hard to step back and say, hey, you're not in trouble yet, but let's prevent that. So just figuring out how to deal with them a little bit differently. And I'm not young anymore, so just trying to get along with someone
yes,
that's
you are.
Oh, but understood, because you're not, their age anymore, so that certainly makes sense. Now, Ken, tell us about, I know men, it's harder to get men involved in the program. Why do you think that is?
It's often said that women mentor face to face. They love that interaction, that relationship, and guys are a little bit more scared of that. We step back away from it. I think men need to know that it's often said men mentor side by side. So we do things together. These kids, they just want someone to go throw the ball around with, go out, help them practice with their sports, go fix a car, spend some time doing things that you're already doing. And those conversations will come over time. It doesn't have, it might be a little awkward at first, but really it's not the same way that a woman mentors. And so I think that fear, it takes a little while to get over. But you'll see some of the men who mentor, they just keep mentoring. They'll find, the next youth that comes by, because they find it so rewarding to share their wisdom with those kids.
We'll continue with that, because if somebody was watching thinking, it's something I've really wanted to do and I'm really good with kids, this might be a program that I'm interested in, what would you say to them?
Take the first step. I think everybody hesitates, or they think about their big lists of things to do. And what we've done is we've developed a program that's very flexible. You can meet with kids almost at, any time that's going to work in your schedule. You get together on average twice a month. We have a learning lab that supports you, that youth are in learning life skills. They're in there every week where they're meeting other caring adults. So it's a very supportive program. And so I just say, take the first step, pick up the phone, give us a call, check us out online, and just engage us in a conversation. And we'll see if we can make this, if this is something that would fit in your life.
And it's not necessarily a huge time commitment, but it's certainly rewarding in the end.
Yeah, you definitely have time to volunteer at your church. to be involved in your community somewhere else. And then now you have the opportunity to bring a kid along with you.
Very good. Ken Brerman, Marcy Myers, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us today. If you would like to learn more about how to support the youth in our community, and perhaps as a mentor, or if you'd like to learn more about Aurora Youth Options, you can call them at 303-617-2660, or you can go online to aurorayouthoptions.org. It's a great program.